I watch a movie every other day, and today I watched the YouTube movie Night Market on YouTube, Papaya Ex TV. This film, this portion, first of all, as we always do, we talk about non spoilers and then we'll talk about spoilers in the second half. So, without giving you spoilers, right, let me just say that the movie it's about a night market, and in this night market, you can trade one thing to get another thing. The promise of this film, like the first 30 minutes and what this film could have been, all the possibilities that it could have gone after those first 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes, just good. So, like, yes, 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 we are with it. And then after 30 minutes, we'll talk with spoilers. But after 30 minutes till the ending, hey, God, we'll talk with spoilers. No worry. The acting, too, let's just talk about Papaya X. Papaya, maybe she tried, but an actress she's not currently. Acting is something that you can get and learn. She can do as use an acting coach, she can get better. So it's not that she's a bad actress, but in this one, I think what she's doing is that she acted like she was in a stage play. She was doing acting like she was acting to a gallery. So let's say I'm talking to you, right? You're the person I'm supposed to be talking to. It will be like, I can't believe you did this to me. Wow. For you to have done that to me, it's so amazing that you would do this. Oh my God. What can is as if I kept on going like, where is she looking? There'll be moments that like she's talking, but she's like, this is a lot of the acting. I can't believe you would do this, Julia. Why would you do this? Oh my God. Like, I think she was acting like she was on a stage play, and I guess she just needs to learn acting for TV, acting for screen, because that is where I would say that, like, she really needs to do like acting for screen as opposed to acting for stage, is what I would say about Papaya's acting. Like, it's not all bad, but it's acting for a different, completely different type of medium. Like, it was not good for this film. I wish I had cast somebody else for the role, because I feel like the role too needed a different kind of actress that could have maybe brought the range of emotions, because in all three passions, without giving spoilers of where this film goes, her acting is the same in all of them. Like, there's no change in her situation here, here, here. The way she's acting, all the same. So you need somebody with more acting skills to deliver what it needed to be delivered. I want to start talking about this film with spoilers, because I want to get into talking about this with spoilers, because you guys, I don't even know what else to say for non spoilers. It's not a film that I will again, check it out and make up your own mind about it. The first 30 minutes are where it's at. And then from there, I can never tell you that it is me that told you to come and watch the remaining part. But I can't discourage you from watching the film as well. Check it out if you want to. But for those of us who have watched, let's just get into spoilers, because I want to start talking about spoilers. Spoilers ahead. Now, okay. I feel like the muzzle has been removed from my mouth. I can now talk freely because I want to talk with spoilers. This film, the promise of the film in the first couple of minutes when it first starts, right? And we're with Tony Umez, I was like, I love this concept, because the night market, the idea of you can trade one thing for another. So when he says, I want to trade my life for her legs, I was like, oh, that's such an interesting concept. All the places that we can go with this. And let's just start talking about when Tony Umez told his daughter, one thing I want to tell you is that never ever step foot into the night market. I thought from this opening scene that, okay, the night market is somewhere that you can go of your own volition, that maybe it's like a cult or something. In the movie, we then go on to see that is that she has an accident or a near-death experience, and that is what sends her into the night market. So at the end of the film, it's not even somewhere that she could voluntarily just enter. Which, let's call back to this for a second. When she enters into this night market in the beginning of the film, she can't leave, right? So it's like, oh, I can't leave, and I can't leave without buying something. Also, it just seems like it's a very inaccessible place to get into. Cut to the end, when she wants to see the dream keeper, she just walks right into that night market. I said, so this night market, how did they actually access it? Is it a place that is on, like, in the physical realm with you and I? Because it doesn't seem like that. It seems like it's a spiritual realm. So this girl that is just entering in and out now like this, how come? How come? And then the message of the film, I'm not going to say that the film has good messages. It's talking about, appreciate the life that you have, be careful about the deals you get into. The dream seller obviously is a liar, because she's promising her, like, oh, she doesn't really tell her the full, deal she's getting, because she obviously just wants the girl's life and she wants her sight. So she's selling her anything, and to get what she wants from the girl. So be wary, of course, of those types of sales. The problem is that it is not as though she had the choice to not buy anything because they tell her that you cannot leave this night market unless you buy something. Unless there was another character that we saw that said, "No, I am not buying anything," and then in fact, and then left even without buying. It seems like once you already enter into this night market, you're already done for because you need to buy something. And it seems like every person here is kind of cheating you or lying to you, trying to sell you something for like a bad thing, either with blood or with life or with something. So she didn't really even have a choice. So when you're doing a movie like this that's supposed to be about appreciate the life that you have and your life is great and pick your life every time, when you now present a movie like this where you don't even have a choice, you need to trade something, it already starts to bring down the message of your film because this girl didn't have a choice. She couldn't have just said, I want to just go back. Because she kept on saying this, I want to go back to my life from the beginning. But they said, no, you can't leave her without buying something. So what could she have done? And they just act like that was not. Then the other thing I want to say is that the concept itself is so interesting of a night market that we can come and trade anything. We've seen that she's gone through heartbreak. Her best friend has betrayed her. Her boyfriend has betrayed her. She now comes to this night market, and you can get anything that you want in trading for something. You can get something else. So many directions this could have gone. This could have become a revenge story. I want to see my boyfriend pay. This could have become a, what would have happened if I never sold my canteens? Let me go back to that life, a life before I met him. This could have gone in many different directions. The fact that they now chose to take the least for me, or one of the least interesting parts for me, a very familiar story of a day repeating itself, and you now do it in this way that is so long, like it now becomes the second huge chunk of this film. Like the next, like 45, 50 minutes is just this repetitive life, and in a way that is so like it got tired fast. Like even the first day, okay, we kind of like go through it. The second day when they do the rewind and they start from the beginning, by the way, the editor, you did a rewind, but it's the next day. Editing wrong editing choice. Because when it was going back, I was like, okay, I didn't know going to show us like in this whole time that she's been here, this is what her actual reality is looking like. Like she's actually in the hospital bed or something is going on because you're rewinding. So I'm like, okay, what is happening in her real life? No, they did the rewind to now show that it's the next day. Wrong editing choice. Whoever is the editor, that's not how they do, what you're trying to do. Um, anyways, but then I wish that even the story I'm talking about of maybe we will now see like her actual life and what is going on in her reality versus the fake life, that would have even been a more interesting contrast to do. But now just do this day in the life, and then the second day especially was so preposterous to me because you've already seen that the same day is happening, but she will be like again, again. Like, at what point do you realize that girl is happening again? And she'll just be going with the day. So like we already know it is the same day, but she'll now be like, babe, again. You're acting as if this baby and him come inside. Not be the same baby, they wear the same clothes. You say, babe, they are wearing the same clothes when your baby's wearing the same clothes. Babe, why are they saying the same things when your baby's saying the same thing? You're acting like it was so, and they just kept on. They have to now play the whole thing out. I was like, this thing could have in a better film. This is a montage. This whole sequence is a montage. My biggest feeling about this film is that I feel like I went to the night market and I was promised something and I was fed a lie. I was promised the promise, as like I was given the promise of a better film. I was given the promise of a night market situation of dreams that are going to sell you. You can sell something. Or the Tony Umez storyline and where I thought this film was going to go was so interesting, and they sold me that. And then I bought into it only to be given a lie. And maybe that is the whole point of the film is that us too as viewers have come to the night market and been sold a better film than what we now got at the ending. So maybe that is what the film is. Maybe it's a meta film in that way. Because ultimately what this film ended up being, no, no, absolutely not. This could have been a lot better. If you've watched this movie, I'm very curious to know your thoughts. Like, I'm just so curious to know what you think in the comments. And to the person that recommended this to me, I'm very curious why you recommended this for me to watch it. I'm very, very curious. Anyways, if you've watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I make movie bingo cards, which you can find on my Substack, vdkfilmclub.substack.com, and I talk about films. Until the next film that I watch, which I hope is better than this one, and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.